But I realized that when talking with some people is everyone doesn't even understand or know what the Harbor School is. So Nate's going to talk through, and I want to introduce to everyone our founding principal, my partner for the last 9 years, Nate Dudley.
So the song that they played right before we got up here was "You Can Get It If You Really Want, but you must try, and try, and you'll succeed at last." So here we are tonight to celebrate our inaugural regatta. The Urban Assembly New York Harbor School was started in 2003. We are a regular public, not a charter, not a private. We are a regular public New York City small public high school. And we are very proud of what we are. Our school started in Bushwick, Brooklyn, as far from the water as you can be in the 5 boroughs. We were there for 7 years. We're very proud of our history in Bushwick, and we're very proud that a year ago, in July of 2010, we moved to the center of the world, the center of New York Harbor, to Governor's Island, which is where we should be, the Harbor School in the center of the harbor. Today we have 439 students. We are grades 9 through 12. They come from all 5 boroughs. We are 50%, actually about 60% from Brooklyn, 40% from the other 4 boroughs. We are growing to represent all of New York City, and our goal is to represent the city and all of its best students and all of its boroughs, and to be the school that the city can be the proudest of. And that's where we're looking forward to building the greatest school in New York City right here on Governor's Island. Today, to give you a little bit of an idea, today our 9th grade class rowed off of Pier 40 in the Hudson River. 27 students were rowing in the Hudson. We had students, as Murray said, on Pescador. We had students on Indy. We had students on 2 of the sailboats today that were racing. And we had scuba divers diving in Jamaica Bay, mapping the floor of Jamaica Bay for the National Park Service. Just a little piece of the day in the New York Harbor School. What else did we do today? Oh, we studied algebra, we studied science, we studied social studies, we studied English, we studied Spanish, we had art, we had health. We got kids ready both for their careers as well as to be ready for college. And that's what we do at the Harbor School every day. We would not be here tonight without a few people. And I'm going to read a few because they're in your, I don't know if you have a little sheet, but we have to mention the sponsors we have tonight. But the main sponsor are the parents. The parents that are here tonight happen to be the people serving you. So if you've said thank you to somebody serving you, talk to them about how their student is doing here in our school. And we thank our parents here tonight, so let's give them a hand. Also to our sponsors, America's Cup Charters, Botta Divino, Brooklyn Brewery, Classic Harbor Lines, DNAinfo.com, Fisher's Island Oysters. Check out a Fisher's Island oyster. Gosling's Rum. You had your dark and stormy yet? High Plains Bison, Keeper Springs, Kevin's, Gosling's Rum, I'm sorry, here we go.
He wanted to say Gosling's Rum twice.
Twice, exactly. Even though I haven't had any yet. Corin Ray's Photography and the Manhattan Sailing Club, without whom we wouldn't have had that regatta today. So thank you very much. You can get it if you really want, but you must try, and try. Anybody who knows Murray Fisher knows that he is the definition of persistence, and one of the main reasons that the school exists, first of all, and that we are in this incredibly beautiful place and making it happen, what we do every day. So I want to say thank you to Murray and turn it back over to him. Thank you very much.
I was recently told that what I lack in talent, I make up with in persistence. Not sure that's a compliment. Really, there's so much that right now I feel like saying, but the main thing I'm just going to have the opportunity to do is thank a lot of people who made tonight happen, today happen. We had 5 regatta co-chairs who've been working for the last 6 months to make this event happen. We had 4 America's Cup yachts racing today. We had 10 J24s racing. We had student-driven boats. We have this event tonight. It happened, these 5 co-chairs made this happen. Gary Van Dis, Gary. Hannah Sweat, who's really the driver behind this entire thing. Hannah Sweat. Mercedes Tech. Thank you, Mercedes. Eli Smith. Eli, where are you? And Tom Cagnina. Thank you so much, Tom. Those co-chairs made it happen, and all they've been talking to me about tonight is about how amazing next year is going to be, which is really just an incredible thing to already be thinking about. Two huge, huge thank yous that I'll never be able to thank enough is one to our development associate and my colleague every day who's really made this event happen, Sophie Malinowski. Sophie is just absolutely one of the most incredible people, so please get a chance to say hi to Sophie. She's very embarrassed. I'll stop. And the woman who really put this whole event on, we need the biggest hand we can do yet for Carrie Wabel right down here. Thank you, Carrie. Okay, I'm going to finish up some of these sponsors. This Melanie Roberts, who does our design. Michael Bowles, my sister's boyfriend, who did our photography today. Thank you, Michael. Mariner Creative, who did the beautiful designs for the hats and the shirts. Mason Made, who made the gluten-free cupcakes, which are the best cupcakes you'll ever eat. You don't need wheat when you got Mason Made. That's your new tagline, Sarah. Mass Brothers Chocolate, we met them because they're the first company to import goods into Brooklyn by sale in 100 years. They brought cocoa from Dominican Republic to Williamsburg to make the best chocolate in New York City. Mass Brothers Chocolate, go check that out. More Charitable Foundation, New York Water Taxi. New York Water Taxi is really the whole reason this is all happening. We're on their property, their boats, everything. Thank you, New York Water Taxi. Thank you, New York Water Taxi Beach. The Port Authority of New York, New Jersey. The Pete and Nick Oyster Company, they're the ones opening up your oysters back there. Pop Chips, which are delicious. Streaker Sports, who did the koozies, which are beautiful. Vineyard Vines, which outfitted all of us in gorgeous gear. Virgin Atlantic Airways, there's a raffle going around that's probably the best investment you can make. Over a $2,000 worth of flight round trip to London. I'm going to mess that up. Just go buy a raffle ticket for Virgin Atlantic. Vita Coco drinks, and the Whistle Pig Whiskey, which is right over here, so go try one of those. We are so honored, I know that, Nate, we are so humbled to, as a public school, have the opportunity to maybe, just maybe, give a level playing field to kids who grew up in New York City. Both at the academic level and college readiness, but also in terms of how in the world, the thing that I don't understand and the fundamental question we're trying to address is if we have an environmental crisis coming that we all see happening, by a lack of good relationships with our marine environments, how are we going to address that if we have 1.1 million kids being funded publicly, but very few of whom are coming out with any intimate relationship with that marine environment and any skills to address the problems that they see coming? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that we're not addressing that, and we're not arming these young people with the engineering skills and the science and the scuba and the boat driving and the aquaculture skills so that they can then be part of the solution to what we all know is coming, instead of being afraid of it and being driven back into a scenario where they don't see it as engaging. So we want to engage our students out on the water to address those issues, and we never could do it if we didn't have all of you here tonight believing that it's valuable, believing it's important, believing that we can make it happen. So count on us to continue dreaming. Count on us also to continue delivering on the day-to-day, and please get a chance to talk to some of the parents who are still here. The students are hopefully all gone, and I've said enough. Thank you. We're all really moved and humbled. Thank you. Well, it's not, we have to do awards. Forgot about the most important part.